Today on Songcraft, Jerusalem Cruisers. Jerusalem Cruisers. So this is a new song for me, written in end of March, April time frame. Things kind of slowing down for me here in the spring. I'll kind of get into why that's happening in a minute, but the song itself was inspired by a joke that was said by my friend Nate Hill about my other friend Mike Johnson, and about his fashionable footwear that he was wearing, which was he called it a Jerusalem Cruiser. I'll put a picture of it up there. So, yeah, so we were at Stooges sitting there having a couple of drinks and something to eat before we started playing, and Nate had said something about Mike, who was getting up on stage to go do his set, doing an awesome set, probably playing Dead Flowers or something really cool like that. Does these really cool songs. And he was wearing cargo pants and Jerusalem cruisers, or sandals, or like dad sandals. Now that's not a rip. I actually had a pair of these at one point in time. They are standard issue dad wear though. So if you are wearing them, then you're definitely a dad. But they're comfortable and fashionable in their own way. Anyway, I had never heard that term before. Somebody calling those particular sandals Jerusalem cruisers. So I thought that was funny, and I used that as my little bit of inspiration to try something new and try something different. So did a little bit of research, and actually I had Terry help me because she's the expert in research, and understood that in a Jewish temple there's music, and that there's actually a scale that they use. So they use what's called a Phrygian dominant. So if you're familiar with the Phrygian scale is a third degree off of the major scale. It's a minor scale, minor third, minor seventh. Well, a Phrygian dominant, as you can imagine, has just a major third, but keeps the minor seventh. So you've got this half major, half minor kind of vibe going on there. And I found that kind of interesting because over the last year or so, I've been doing a lot of things in dominant. I do like that whole freedom that you have with, half major, half minor. No wonder why the blues guys all adopted dominant chords and, Mixolydian and all that kind of stuff for their stuff. They had to have felt completely constrained only having the 1, 4, and 5 chord, 3 chords to play, so why not make it more interesting and give it this ambiguous half minor, half major tonality. Anyway, so I created the whole song based off of that scale. And rhythmically, I altered, I used a 3/4 timing and a 4/4 timing, which is something I haven't done. I've kind of stayed away from doing time changes and key signature changes and stuff like that. I was always kind of afraid that if I got too crazy with what I wrote that I would lose people. What I'm kind of finding out is people like when I do the crazy stuff, so I'm going to start doing more of it. So we'll see how it goes. If I go too far with it, then let me know. Anyway, really fantastic experience in writing this song. It's been received extremely well, so I look forward to you people enjoying it. This particular performance was filmed at Little Roberts in Concord. It's a pretty good recording. The recording's fine and the sound is fantastic. Hacksaw runs the sound at Little Roberts and he's awesome. But the solo, I didn't really have the solo all the way worked out, so the second half of the solo with the wah is not exactly the way that it sounds now, so I changed it up a little bit. I think that was the second time I played that song live, and I just wasn't really that comfortable with it, but oh well, whatever. I make mistakes and I leave them in. That's what I do. So, this is also kind of a special Songcraft edition, simply because this is going to be the last time I do a Songcraft in this location. So, Terry and I have built a home up in the Concord area. We're looking so forward to moving. So, we're actually closing on it tomorrow night. And we're going to be moving over the weekend and over the next week or so, getting everything ready with the new house. And so it's a whole new adventure. So the next time you see a Songcraft video, it's going to be in a different venue. You'll have a different background than all of this wonderful stuff. Hopefully it'll be something more interesting and fun. All the applicable links are located in the description box below. Thank you everyone so much for supporting me. I am very, very honored and humbled, and I just really, it is so awesome to see people all over the world listening to the music on Spotify or Tidal or YouTube or Apple Music or Amazon Unlimited, whatever it is. I'm very, very grateful. I hope that I can create more music that you guys are going to be happy with and enjoy for years to come. And this has really just been a fantastic, fulfilling thing for me. And I'm so glad that I'm able to do this. I'm very lucky. I'm very, very, very lucky. So, again, all the applicable links are going to be in the description box below. You know, leave me a comment, send me a message. Love to hear from you. And enjoy the music.